Hey everybody, Anthony here from XXX RC Garage. I am here with an unboxing. Now, okay, so it says right here, CARISMA Scale Adventures. Yeah, it's supposed to have a lot of cool features to it, so what I'm going to do is we're going to dig in and open this box and see what it's got. Now, it is an RTR, and it looks like it's going to have some pretty cool stuff to it. Turn the box back around. Now, as you can see, we're going to start over here. So this truck, or rig if you want to call it, has a lot of features of the SCA-1E, which I'm going to take it out of the box and show you. But when you just kind of like glance at what's going on here, you can see it's got solid axles, double triangulated 4-link suspension, steel C construction ladder chassis, and a trail ready layout. It's got a T35 motor and a centrally mounted transmission, and it's also waterproof, lipo-safe ESC with crawl mode. It's got a high torque metal geared steering servo, front bumper with shackles and winch mount. It is plastic. True bead lock wheels and high grip tires. I did look at the wheels, they look pretty impressive. I'm going to show you in a minute. Fully adjustable FHSS-2.4. Oh, that's the radio, and a responsive, obviously, receiver, which is going to be in this box right here. So let's take a look at this and see what we got going on. Here's the box, and let's get it opened. And what we're going to see now is a decal sheet of some stuff, some decals, like here's for the windows, license plates, just different kinds of decals here. We have is a booklet here, and it looks like this is to set your ESC on your radio, and it's got a USB port here. And if you turn it around, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's a rear front bumper if you wanted to do a front bumper. I'm assuming, I can't tell what these chrome pieces are. I'm trying not to open this up because it's actually going back to the store. Looks like there's an extra steering link in here, and there's some tools in here as well. Got a tire changing tool, the mirrors that will go on the truck, and so forth. So, and of course, and the manual. And like I said, there's the link, and it even comes with batteries for the radio. All right, let's see what this thing looks like. Okay, out of the box, we have it here, and basically, what we're looking at is the truck, and as you can see, there's some chrome door handles here. Now the holes you see here and on this side here are for the mirrors, which I'll show you on the photo. And there's actual wiper blades here, chrome grille. Now the bumper that's on here right now is actually the one that you can mount a winch onto, but there is also a front bumper that if you didn't want that and wanted more of a scale bumper on there, you could. This also comes with a second rear bumper, which is kind of like this, that you could take the rear bumper off and put that in place on the chassis. All right, let's see here. We got move the body pins. Okay. So it's a Lexan body, just like every other RTR that you find out there, especially at this price point. Okay, so let's look at the rig now here. We've got the, basically what it looks like here we have is start off with the ESC. So the ESC does look like, kind of resembles the Axial AE5. It's got the off and on switch here, and but it does have the old Tamiya plug here, and it says on here it's a waterproof 1040 brushed crawler and or boat ESC. It's also got the pins that you can pull and change to run your LiPo versus your regular battery. Right now it's set up for regular battery because it comes with a battery. And here's the battery tray way back here at the back. So it comes with a 1400 milliamp 4.2 looks like a nickel hydrate battery. It's got the battery set in the back, kind of like the old school SCA-1E had it in the rear, which I'm sure this could be moved if you needed to move it. It's got a 35 turn brushed motor, and the transmission is centered just like a SCA-1E. There's a waterproof box for the receiver, for the radio. You got rock slides here. It is a metal chassis. These are aluminum shocks. They feel oil filled, from what I can tell. What else is there? These are actually bead-lock wheels. There is actually 5 screws here, as well as in the rear as well. So there is bead-lock wheels on here. These tires are called Rock Gripper. I guess it's both sides. It says Rock Grippers, and these are what appears to be a 1.9 wheel, from what I can see. And if you look underneath here, this part's impressive. You actually have a metal drive shaft, 4 metal links back here, 4 metal links in the front, another metal drive shaft. And these, from what I understand, are pods where you can put lighting in here to light up underneath the truck if you want to do some night crawling. The only thing I see on here that I question a little bit is they did a lot of nice things to it, but they did put a plastic steering arm on here, which I don't understand why. But I'm sure that's something that could be changed out in the future, as well as the servo. I don't know anything about this servo at this point in time as well. It's got their brand name on it, which I can't tell who makes this servo or anything. Of course, you know, it's just like anything else. Like this definitely looks like a Hobby Wing ESC, so who knows what brand this is. So, and it may last. I mean, you never know. I mean, this is a pretty lightweight truck. This may last for a long time. It's kind of hard to say. But this front bumper's remove 2 screws and it'll come out, and then you could actually put the regular front bumper, or if you wanted to add the rear bumper, it's got a slotted spot here to put this bumper in place. And that bumper actually comes with a trailer hitch. If you can see that or not, there's a trailer hitch on that bumper. What else can I tell you about this thing from what I can see? Like I said, it comes with a battery. It's got Tamiya ends on it. Comes with Velcro straps. Nice. This plugs in like such. You turn it on and turn it back off. So, because I don't have the radio hooked up. So that is the truck right there at this point. And let's see if I can get this radio to come out to show you. This is a little packaging tape. I'll put some more packaging tape back in place. I'm done. So here's the radio. So here's the radio. It's got a good feel to it. It's got a handle on top that you can carry it like this. It's got a good feel to it. There is no rubber around here or anything cushy. It's just plastic like the rest of it. And then you got your off and on switch, your trims, and it looks like you got your reverse switches just in case you need a reverse. And there's also an entry key here as well. Let's see something. And it does only take 4 batteries, which is good. And anyway, this little thing you see floating around here, I'm gonna take it off of here for a second, put it back on. But like if you have a child and you want to reduce your throttle to 30%, you can actually put this little rubber piece on here and it'll reduce you to 30%, so you don't have to worry about it. What else? There is looks like there's a dial in here, which I can't get into the manual right now to look at. But all in all, I think it's going to be a pretty decent rig. I mean, like I said, it's $299 at an RC store. Now this rig was given to me to show you guys by Awesome RCs of Indian Trail, North Carolina. And I will put a link below if you want to go on their website. But again, this truck here is available in their store. So here's the radio. I mean, it's not a bad radio for what it is. I mean, honestly, truthfully, I mean, I know we got guys that like Spectrum and stuff, but if you were buying this for a little boy, a little girl, to go crawling for the first time, I don't think this is a bad thing to have. I think it's pretty nice for what it is. I'll put this back in the box so we don't have any issues with this. Put this back down here. So I really do think this is not a bad truck for $299, honestly and truthfully. I mean, a couple things I would change probably would be the steering arm as well as the servo. Obviously I'm gonna run my LiPo battery. Other than that, I mean, I'd give these tires a try, see what happens. They feel pretty decent. I don't believe they have anything in them, but they're vented. But it seems to be a pretty decent truck from what I can see. Okay, so the wheelbase is 280 millimeters, so in inches that would be 11.024 inches, according to the 2018 G6 rulings. This thing is certified for G6, so Recon G6 I should say. These are headlight buckets and there's taillight buckets on here already, so you can't put lighting on there. I know there's a kit for it. Pretty much it. I think it's a cool looking truck. Again, like I said, for the price point, I mean, where can you get a brand new truck ready to run with radio, receiver, and all the batteries for $299? So anyway, guys, that's it. I hope this was informative.